Hey guys, welcome back to another video today. Right now I'm just in the Kubota skid loader, and my brother's mixing feed right now. And well, today once he's doing the mixing feed, I'm gonna clean up the feed and stuff, and I want to take care of some bedding today. And not a whole lot going on today, but I figured I'd just bring my camera along today and kind of show what all I'm doing today and stuff like that. So I just got all the sides pushed up into the pile now, and then it's getting warm in here. But now I'm on to drive over the corn over here. Icy, and then it's hard to drive with 1.5 hands right now. There's corn right here. Okay, let me open up this door. This corn right here. You put that in the TMR mixer, obviously, or yeah. Anyways, but we're supposed to bring in more corn today, so I'm gonna take this corn. I'm gonna clean off a little area over here. I'm just gonna dump it all here because I want this stuff to get used up first. Otherwise, if it sits back here with more feed on top of it, it's just gonna get bad. And then this feed has been back here for a while already, because for a little while there, they kept bringing more and more feed every single time. Like, we barely even got it down. They kept bringing more feed, so we took a while to get it down. So this feed has to get used. It can't be in here anymore. So this stuff has got to get used up. So I'm just gonna put it all here in a pile somewhere, and then we can use this stuff up first, and then we can use the new stuff. I gotta put a couple pallets of stuff down here in the calf barn. Close up the door. Make sure it doesn't go too far up because I had done that a couple times. But here's the calf right here. Or this is the one of older pens, and then this here's one of the younger ones, or youngerish ones. But I'm bringing down a pallet of grower feed and calf starter. I'll put both right here. So, yeah. I got to close this door real quick. This is a pallet of calf grower. Read that, calf grower. And then this one here is calf. What do they call it? Call it calf crunch, I guess. Huh? Must be like cereal. But like, this is the grower. Yeah, that's the grower feed. And then I think this is the starter, or something like that. I wanted to, but I'm not sure how old they are when they get transitioned because I don't want to take care of any of this. But this here is one of the rooms here. This is a robot feeder. The milk placer goes in there, and a calf comes up right here. And there's this black box thing right there that reads a tag on their ear, and then it'll fill up this thing. It'll fill up milk placer and mix up, and they'll feed it to the calf. And then they'll read this white tag right there, right here. This white tag they get when they're young, and they keep that up in the robots as well. Because the robot uses those too. So, like the bull calves, they just, I think they still do, but they get these collars that have these here on them, right there. Or we have done that before, where we put those on, and then we take them off. We just reuse them on bull calves, because they don't need to put it in their ear, because they're not going to go in a robot, or they're never going to go in a robot. So that's kind of how that goes. And this is the other side of the calf barn. These are the oldest ones in here, and these ones here, remember my mixing feed video, when we dumped the feed here, this is what gets dumped here, because they started to get, you transition them from getting just the grower feed to this mixed stuff, so they can transition. Alright, if you feed them right away, they're not really, it's not good for them to take them away from grain and go straight to that. So they kind of got to slowly transition them. This is the other calf room. Pretty much same thing as the other one, just on the other side. And then these are the youngest ones. You see, that's a bull calf right there. So it has just a collar on it. And these in here get the white tag. These two are Angus calves, these two right here. And obviously all the rest are Holsteins, but there's two Angus calves in here. So one of those two are mine, I'm not sure which one. They look the same, so it's kind of hard to tell who is who, but look at all of them. You think I'm gonna feed them something, but I don't got enough. I'm broke. Alright, I'm out here at the heifer yard here. I'm just gonna go out here to see what the bedding looks like out here, to see, or mostly to see how many bales I should bring over here to bed them. I know I'm going to have to give them bedding. I can't talk today. I know I'll have to give them bedding either way, but just kind of want to know how much I gotta give them, how many bales I should bring in here and stuff. So right there, yeah, I'm bringing these. Now we're starting to use big squares now instead of corn straw bales because we ran out of corn straw bales. But now we're using big squares, so you definitely need at least 3 bales. So I'm bringing 3 bales in here, and then I'll spread them out, and just gotta chase these guys out. I'm up here in the dairy barn here now, and the pre-fresh pen, I guess it's more so pre-fresh pen than that dry cup pen. That's the dry cup pen over there, but just gonna move these ones from here to in there, so I can bed this pen, and then I'll bed this one after I put these guys in here. Because if I do that pen first, you don't come into this pen very easily, so. Get brown Swiss, there, brown Swiss, brown Swiss, brown Swiss. This one's a nice one though. This one's a nice one. This one's not rude. But I gotta put these guys over there. Then I can bed up this pen. Calves. But I got them all out of here now, and now I can bed them. This pen's definitely gonna get cleaned up fairly soon. I'm gonna open up these gates here, and then I'll bed them up. add the bale in here. Then I'll go up on top of the bale, cut the twines out. Okay, I'll take them off. In my truck here now, but this will be the end of today's video. I appreciate everybody for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and then I'll see you next time.